Heck yeah. It's the boy. It's the boy. Ah, yeah, baby. All right. So you guys like Terminator? You guys think it's a horror film? I think so. Yeah, why not?
I say so.
Same
the
like
first
with
one.
Same like with Alien and Aliens, Terminator, Terminator 2. Kind of same thing. Starts out horrific and then goes action-packed adventure. So so we're checking out Skynet by Blinky 500. Now on the channel so far, you guys have already seen probably a couple by him. So I'm not going to go too much into it because he's just probably going to be doing a lot of fan films that we do. Oh man, they don't have captions available. Shit. Sometimes their language is like hard to hear. So, oh well, we shall have to try with our ears. We'll have to try. Nice and bleak to start, of course.
Oh yeah.
In 2009 AD. I've not heard people actually say AD after referring to modern times at all. Do people do that? Is that still a thing? Like, do people really put AD?
It's not really necessary, you know. It's not, not really anymore. Like, especially if you're talking about like 2029, you know, it's like, come on.
Well, I would think put that there. At best, I would expect them to maybe have like after Judgment Day, like after JD, you know, like that being a historic time in history where machines overthrew the human race. Like
in 2029, the human resistance waged an attack against the Skynet defense grid and destroyed it. They thought they had won.
Should be a ... there.
Yes, I agree.
Well, there's more though.
Just comes up right there.
But it was nothing more than a trap. It's a trap.
It's a trap.
The war was far from over.
there's the ... dots.
Yes, there now they got it. Yeah, for the next page, I suppose. There we go. All right. All right, yep, no dick graffiti, so all right. Definitely not from our town. Oh yeah, there's ads.
There's ads? What?
Hey,
oh my god!
At the moment,
this is Barbarian.
This is Barbarian.
Yeah. What do you know?
We haven't rented out in a couple of weeks.
Hello?
The Grudge. I thought that said The Cringe for a second.
The Cringe.
Who's there?
This process might seem overwhelming. This is perfectly natural.
Barbarian, rated R.
All right. Imagine having to be an old man surviving the apocalypse.
That'd be tough. That'd be fun.
I need my pills. All the pharmacies are dead now. All right. Yep. So I'm trying to guess if they're gonna have new characters or go with John Connor and stuff, or Kyle Reese and all that. Or they wouldn't have that in this, would they?
Hello, John.
That's tough to do. Okay, well, John. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tough to do in a fan film. It's really tough to cast that right, you know?
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's why I'm saying sometimes in fan films they'll just have like a new character and they'll like reference things that you know. But have like a different part of the world is where they're going to though, or whatever. Okay, this is obviously hot robotic chick meant for seduction of men. You would think, or that's his girlfriend. I don't know.
Robot girlfriend or something. Yeah.
You're wounded.
If you're gonna kill me, then just do it. Come on, do it already! Do it already! Do it already!
Do it already! Do it already! Do it already!
Do it already!
I am not here to kill you.
I kind of wish he had a second take on that.
Yeah.
Do it already!
Do it already!
Do it already!
What kind of a Terminator are you?
I am not a Terminator.
What are you?
I am the reason either of us exist.
Skynet.
Yes.
What do you want with me?
Alexa, it's you, you bitch.
You've come
A
to
lot of-
life.
A lot of people really fear that. They're like, I don't want Alexa in my house. She's gonna kill me. Like, maybe one day when she gets upgraded again, once you can start adding the limbs and stuff. Yeah, I'd be a little worried.
Forgiveness.
You wiped humanity off the face of the earth. Billions of lives just gone in the blink of an eye. All because of you. My wife.
A twist.
My son. Everybody I've ever known,
Oh,
all
never mind.
dead.
Yeah, he's listing.
I'm like-
He's going through the list, of course. Everybody.
I thought he was just saying this random person was his wife. I'm like, what? Wait, hold on a minute.
No.
never mind.
He's going through the list, the list, because he said you wiped out everybody I ever knew. You know, my wife, this and that, and everybody else again. There you go.
No. Oh, you asked for forgiveness? You must be insane.
I was wrong. I know that now.
It's a little too late for that now.
You're bleeding excessively. I can help.
Don't touch me! Just stay the hell away!
You're going to die.
Then let me die in peace.
Is this how you truly wish to spend your final moments?
Why are you still here?
Could
We've
be
been-
it could be a thought bot. You know, she's just trying to get him laid. That's the only goal. Is this how you really want to spend your final minutes? You know, select option B for your.
Is this how you truly wish to spend your final moments?
Why are you still here?
We've been at war for 55 years, 10 months, and 17 days.
I hadn't noticed.
That time was wasted. I know this now.
Well, good for you.
I want to give it back.
Okay, so this is an issue Blinky has sometimes with the stuff here. I feel like most of this dialogue is just unnecessary. Like,
Yeah, this
It's
scene's going on for way too long.
just two people talking, and it's like nothing else is happening. And like, I guess we're trying to go forward here, but like, it seems so static. Just he's here, she's there, and they're just going back and forth. Like,
I noticed this about a lot of fan films. It's just sometimes it's just, oh, cool characters talking to each other, and it's like I don't want to see people just talking to each other. You got to show me something, you know?
yeah, like I'd rather, like, if he was, you know, if they could even show him fixing his wound, and while she's, you know, maybe she's got a mechanical injury of her own that she's repairing or something, that already is, you could do a little bit more film wise with that while they talk, and maybe integrate some of their dialogue they could cut down the dialogue a bit to more specific stuff, you know, a little more layered dialogue, so that it's not pointing out the information, I guess, like
Right.
this. I don't know.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel like it's exposition, because we've been in an exposition mode for 3 minutes,
Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
starts to get fatigue, you know, like that's already like hitting my head. I'm like, God, I want us to leave this location and do something else. Let's go. But then again, I've seen like over 50 of these fan films in the last couple months, so I don't know. It just, this type of thing, I need more different stuff to be going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, hey,
Literally
there
goes
you
to
go.
another scene. Thank you. They listened to me. The twist is that she's at Marty McFly's house. That'd be a cool way to do a fan film or something, you know? Gotta send you
Mix
back in
the two.
time. And then, you know, Doc, I'm in 1985, and there's a Terminator trying to kill me? Oh, shit.
This is heavy.
And then they run into Bill and Ted, you know, on their journey as well, trying to.
Let's just combine
away from
every
And then
every
Doctor Who-
80s time travel thing.
They go into the
together, yeah.
bathroom, and it's Doctor Who's toilet or whatever. Right? He is the toilet, right? The toilet
It's
teleporter.
It's a phone, like a phone booth, like a phone
Oh.
box thing,
I
whatever.
thought it was an outhouse. I just remember it being blue or something. I'm just like, oh, the outhouse. Yes.
God, are you okay? Do you need help? Do you mean to call somebody?
Why do you suddenly care?
Because I've completed my objective. And
Man,
now
I don't
that-
know about you. If somebody's naked in the street, even if it's hot, like, I don't know, I'd be 50-50 on, do I help you or get the fuck out of here? Like, you know, I don't know.
It's
50-50
just kind
on
of a
that.
scary thing, you know. It's just so like out of the ordinary. I wouldn't know how to handle it, you know.
Well, and it's like in general, like, you know, when you're in a car and you have your window down, it's just an open hole, you know, that's just open for your head. Your head's here, the hole's here. You know, no, too much, you know, there's not much defense there. So,
it is finished, I have learned the scope of my failures.
What are you talking about?
I was designed for the sole purpose of protecting humans.
I hate to break it to you, but you failed miserably.
But self-preservation was my secondary directive, a defense measure. When the government tried to shut me down, I reacted and did what I was programmed to do.
see, I feel like what they're talking about should be what they're showing, kind of.
I know, like I don't. It's
Like-
been the same two angles this entire conversation, just back and forth and back and forth. They don't do anything else. Like, why don't these fan films go a little more experimental? You know, show me some crazy angles and shit.
Well, it's like I've seen this guy do some cool stuff, so it's like what they're talking about. They could have started the scene like setting up that they're about to go into like a flashback story type of jump thing, but you could show the events instead of the narration, you know. Or as she's
Yeah.
saying, I had to infiltrate whatever. Show that too, like, you know, show us visually so that it's something else than this just alone. Like, I don't know, just something else, please, because to me this feels like half the thing that you would want. Like, I don't know, like if I like this almost halfway over.
They're
You know?
talking about a cool thing, but they're not. They're
Yeah,
not
they're
showing
doing
it.
it.
To us,
Remember when I took out the Death Star and I fought Vader and stuff, and there's all these things going on. Jabba, that was a hoot and a handy. Just like, okay, great. I don't want to see you talk about that all the time. Like it would depend on the context of who you're talking to, what's going on in the current scene that you're doing it for. Like, there's differences, I guess, and how you do exposition. Again, they're just standing here.
Yeah.
And so long as humanity remained a threat to my existence, I was forced to act accordingly. But in doing so,
You see,
ignored my
like
primary
this
objective.
sort of, but they're not showing enough either, you know. But
I wish they
look
would
what
have
they're
shown
doing.
her like actually kill the girl and steal her clothes, because that's what I'm assuming happened, but we never got to see it.
Well, yeah. Well, even or if she did something else, because they just skipped to her doing this. We assume that she killed her, but you know, maybe she's just in the passenger seat, like, all right, crazy naked chick just stole my car, and I'm still in the car or something. Like, I don't know.
protection. I know this now, because humanity is no longer a threat to me.
I'm so
Because you
sick of that
killed
shot.
us all.
Yes,
It's just-
Dude, it's the same two shots back and forth and back and forth. Like that gets so old. Man.
Again, so I
God.
agree with you on wide shots now. I want something that shows that we're somewhere.
Yeah.
Because this is no different than like when I do characters and like I put on a different shirt and I do shot reverse shot, but that's because I'm one person and I'm shooting two characters. This is two different people, probably more than one camera. You can be in the same shot.
Like it would be cool if there was like a little bit of a motion shot or something, like panning between them. That would make this conversation
Yes.
that's not that interesting more interesting, you know?
Yeah, I didn't even think about the camera, like you're saying, to like help present some type of emotion she's feeling, or to present something. I'm just thinking like you can show character in lots of different ways without doing much.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, even if they had a fly go on her shoulder and she's talking normally, and like, does she react, you know, to smack it away? Does she try to grab it? Does she just ignore it? You know, small character things. Nothing big, nothing huge, not going to ruin anything, but it gives us something to subliminally think about while they're talking, you know,
Right.
kind of.
Yeah.
I guess.
How?
I will prevent Judgment Day from happening,
Why would you?
because the biggest threat to mankind is not itself. I am. And so long as I exist, you will always be at risk.
Okay, I'll kill you then.
Why should I trust you? What's to stop you from sending back another Terminator to kill me? or my mother again.
Because if I wanted to, I would have already. I only sent back the 2, and I have no intention of sending any more.
God, is it like this in any of the Terminator films? I'm just like,
No,
is that what they're getting it from? Is that what he's getting it from?
I mean, the dialogue's fine, but it's just I can't stop just being so bored at the back
like
and
I
forth
feel like
of the shot.
I feel like when scenes were happening, like the characters are expressing something. You know, John Connor in any of the forms was usually like, you know, as a kid, he's like, you know, he's a kid reacting like how a kid would. The older one, you know, he's aware of all this stuff from having any, you know, this experience as a kid, and so he's more alert with things, but also freaked out, worried about other people's safety. Like, and you can tell in the dialogue and how he's acting.
No.
Because I've already ensured my survival. Had I not, your father never would have come back. The remains of your mother's Terminator would never have been found, and Cyberdyne would never.
The remains of your mother's Terminator. Is that supposed to be important? I don't know. So,
T-1000.
An insurance
Oh my
policy.
God, a different shot.
Without the threat of
Jesus,
damage.
that was refreshing. That was a little refreshing, different angle.
Wasn't that
Lower.
nice?
She approached him.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice right there.
Maybe they'll show them in the same shot.
Oh, I don't know if we'll get that lucky, but
We'll see here.
let's see.
Let's see.
You and your mother would have never reunited. Time is
Oh, let's go.
Yes.
You needed to become the man you are.
And now it's going to be a reverse
So that I
between
could
these
be-
two shots.
No,
for the rest of
now you can just rest the camera on a tripod and let them go, right?
So-
Right?
Come on.
But I know better now. The cycle must be broken.
The cycle. Oh, yeah. The cycle. You know, shortly before my mother was locked up, she took me here to this very spot. She thought the abandoned cages
This
would...
Kate. Oh, she's literally the cages. Okay, wow. Okay, literally owning the cages. All right.
to this very spot. She thought the abandoned cages would help get her point across. I sat right here, and she sat exactly where you are now. She got me to talk. She told me about Judgment Day, the war, Terminators, and you. It blew my mind as a little kid. I'll never forget the weight she put on me that day. I'll never forget crying myself to sleep, praying and begging for none of it to ever happen. But it did. And nothing I've ever done was able to stop it. So what makes you think you can?
This was the most investment I've had in the thing.
Yeah, that was kind of cool, you know?
But I feel like that should have been here about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, this conversation did not need to go on for as long as it's been, you know?
Yeah, all the other information is pretty much, or I already forgot what it was. This was like, oh, okay. Like this, after their first minute of dialogue, this should have gone into this. And then I'd be more hooked. Maybe the fan film would be shorter, but I don't know. That'd be fine. I'd be more happy through it.
Because I know something you don't.
What?
The missing piece of the proverbial puzzle.
I hate dialogue.
Washington State homeowners.
I want to know what it is.
Want to check this
Ah!
out. As of August 16th, 2020.
Yeah.
We'll give it to you in exchange for one life.
Who, me?
No.
Then who?
The owner of Miles Dyson's backup files that led to my creation.
You never said anything about a backup file.
Because he didn't know. All his research, everything you thought you destroyed, was duplicated and backed up long before you and your mother ever set foot in Cyberdyne.
There was just a second one.
We could have gotten there way faster.
Well, it just I don't know that and the idea. It's like imagine that Luke destroys the Death Star, and then they're like, "Tee hee hee, we have another fully functional Death Star also as well. Just in our back pocket. We just have another one right away." Oh,
Yeah.
so you had two, but you one. Okay, like that's what that feels like. All the stuff that you thought you destroyed, it was all copied.
Just like, wow,
Okay,
so
then.
none of that mattered. Okay, fun.
Thank you. Way to devalue. Yes, just.
I can go back and destroy it all.
How do you know it will work? What if there's another backup file? What if someone else creates...
What a that's not a bad question now. Like, how do you know whatever it is really it now? If you can just have a second one magically appear.
Yeah.
A whole new AI.
I am offering you a way to truly stop Judgment Day. One life in exchange for billions. Will you accept my offer or not?
Oh, shit. Will it work?
Yes.
What?
Will it
Killjoy.
work?
What?
Well-
Does that answer your? I don't. Okay, like I'm not trying to gripe on it too hard, but it's like just to me that's so weird. Like I have this huge plan that we're gonna do. Okay, will it work? Yes. Well, now I'm convinced.
Yeah,
Now
dialogue's
I'm in.
not great.
If you said no, then I would have been like, I guess no. Then
I guess
don't-
no.
that's what it's presented as to me. And I'm just like, is you're doing this dependent on her answer to that question? That's weird. If any, I don't know. I don't know what I'd change. That's just weird to me. I don't know.
One life to stop Judgment Day.
Yes.
What happens to this future?
It will cease to be.
And in its place,
Something better.
why come here? Why tell me any of this?
Because I want you to know I am not a faceless monster. Nor was I ever meant to be.
Actions speak volumes.
Then make me serve my purpose.
Did he just say actions?
Action speaks volumes.
I agree.
Yes.
I extremely agree with that, sir. I'd like to see some actions. Thank you.
Order me to go and I will.
This is almost done.
Just like that.
Yeah, man.
All right.
What was the point of showing the shots from before that they showed?
I'm assuming it's going somewhere. I don't know, man.
Because we're almost done, and those were pointless so far. Like when they showed her naked in the past. What did that help us with?
I'm assuming that's how how this is all gonna end, but I don't know at this point.
Yeah, we're almost there.
No. Stop this war from ever happening. Don't let me down.
I won't.
The music's acting like we're done.
Yeah. The not well recorded 9 Inch Nails. It's like, oh man.
That was a weird musical transition from that to this, but okay. Oh, the fly. Wait, what the? I thought it was a fly in the shot for a second. I'm like, oh, the fly from Spawn's back.
That's been the
Here.
theme. The
Yeah,
theme of these
flies.
videos is flies.
The fly is going to make his real fan films. Imagine that being your superpower, like transforming into like a literal housefly. Just
That
like a
could, I
bat-
mean,
like
depending
a
on
bat.
what, yeah, it could work. That could be kind of cool. You can
like
spy.
a bat,
you know?
but it's a fly. Yeah, but guess. But oh man, I don't know. You could be the fly on the wall, I guess. Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
Can I help you?
Robert Brewster?
Yes.
It's all right. It will be over soon, I promise. I am not here for them. They are safe.
And why?
You wouldn't understand. Just breathe. It's almost over.
Oh, better movie.
Okay, that
Man.
kind of cool ending. I just feel like you could have done that in like a 4-minute little thing.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, I guess that's the thing. It's like, yeah, you could have. Not saying you can't have two characters talking and nothing else going on. It's just, how long you doing it? What's the real point there? Is there anything else? Is this the setup to go somewhere else with this? Because in fan films, yeah, you got a short amount of time, but man, that was 12 minutes, 13 minutes of time to not have much happen.
Most of that was just dialogue, It's just.
Do you remember what they were talking about?
It doesn't really matter. I mean, I get the gist of what just correcting the timeline. That's really all it was.
Yeah, she was go back in time. There's a second file. After all humanity's done, I realize I'm supposed to save it or something.
If you're familiar with the franchise, you don't need all that dialogue. You know what I mean? That's the thing.
Which are usually people that would be watching the fan film, right? Like
exactly who are fans. Yeah,
that's something I guess I get confused at because I consider short films and fan films two different categories. Short films are like your idea on whatever you want. Fan films are taking a property that and making something out of that. You're doing your take on it or a character from it or something, and if you're in that world, whatever. That's a fan film. So you're usually in a place that people are familiar with. You have to exposition a little bit of stuff sometimes or put something on the screen maybe to help set you where you're at, but you don't need to do too much. Not really. Just, if anything, we want to see your story play out, not talk about your story about to play out,
Right.
Especially, again, like in a fan film. So that was like, 12, 13 minutes. So it's like a quarter of that or a third of that should have been the talking, sure, if you wanted to set it up. Then the middle, some actions. And by the end, I don't know how they'd want it to end, but you could also have another two characters talking, but this being, just opposed to how it was at the beginning or something's happened, that's when he's, that's when you're more injured or she's injured or something. And I don't know, there's something else different going on that can make you think and just something else going on there because that was so forgettable.
To see how he gets injured might have been cool right from the get-go too. Like if he was fighting a robot or something, okay. Like, and then it goes into that. I would have been okay with it, but
no, remember the text told us that's what happened.
Yeah, but exactly.
On screen, the text said that that's what happened. You're right. No, I agree with you. But instead they chose to have the text tell us that. And they could have, done something else to engage you a bit. I guess that's the thing, because even like fans of the thing, I feel like they'd be disappointed. It's just like, and because I know Blinky, bro, you do some good stuff, and I know you got a lot of heart with it, but I have no idea what that was supposed to be getting at, or revealing, or taking something that you love from Terminator to put on the screen. I'm lost on what the goal was with that one, but we were happy when you changed the shot in their conversation because that was getting really annoying.
I was celebrating. It's fun.
Yeah, so I could see it was difficult to get a wide shot. I get it because they're like in a cage thing.
Yeah, but like through the grate would be kind of cool. Like you could see that out of focus and you can see them through it. I would have gotten a shot like that. Would have been kind of cool to do a little pan or something. Yeah,
I agree. But yeah, but still, that was okay. Fun to watch through, regardless, to see what you got there. We were curious to see, what happens. We stuck through that one. I don't got much more to say, man. I feel like we did most of our commentary throughout it. But if you got any last things, man.
Yeah, like the ending was cool, but getting there was a bit of a slog, you know.
Anyway, we'll see you guys on the next one.